What's up YouTube, Daily Zephyr Wargames, bringing you, as you can see before you, an updated Red Eyes Black Dragon deck. Now this is with the new support from Legendary or Duelist. As you can see, we've got Red Eyes Slash Dragon, Red Eyes Baby Dragon, and Gilfred the Red Iron Knight, as well as the other new support. So without further ado, we're going to crack straight into this, and we're going to go through the deck and how it's changed. So this build is more focused on the new support, all about quick cards and stuff like that. More so in the sense than the previous version, which was all about burning and elements like that with your Black Comet Dragon. So without further ado, let's crack on. So we start with triple Red Eyes Black Dragon. I wish I had started at Joey ones, but unfortunately I don't. And this is the next best one that I kind of like. I like the darkness behind it and the red kind of flare that it has. We then play two of the new Red Eyes Baby Dragon. I'll probably play three if I had a third, but two kind of seems just about enough for now. A third might help it push it that little bit more. So when this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you special summon one level 7 or lower Red Eyes monster from your deck, and if you do, equip this card from your graveyard to it. It gains 300 attack. If this card is sent to the graveyard while equipped to a monster, you can add one level 1 dragon monster from your deck or graveyard to the hand. So the recyclability is very, very cool. It's just that turn slow kind of effect. We're going to play double Gilfred the Red Eyes Iron Knight. Now, 2 is more than enough for this. I love the background where you can see like a red eyes behind him. The artwork is really, really cool. Once per turn, if either player equips an equipped card or cards to this card, you can destroy those equipped cards. Then you can destroy one spell or trap card your opponent controls. Once per turn, you can send one equipped card you control that is equipped to this card to the graveyard. Then special summon, target one level 7 or lower Red Eyes monster in your graveyard and special summon it. We'll then play double Red Eyes Black Dragon Flare, obviously treated as a Red Eyes card, so it works really, really nicely. Double Blackstone of Legend, obviously helps you search out and recycle itself. Double Meteor Dragon Red Eyes Impact, obviously we're not focusing solely on the Comet Dragon anymore in this build, which is why we only play it at 2. Can play it at 3, but the third one kind of becomes wasted and unnecessary. Double Black Metal Dragon, you can easily play this at 3 purely because of the target the one Red Eyes monster you control except B-Chick, which we no longer have because we now have Baby Dragon, how it's supposed to be. And then equip this monster to it, it gains 600 attack. If this card is sent from the field to graveyard, you add a Red Eyes card. So, you know, 2 is more than enough. You can play it at 3, definitely. 1 at Red Eyes Darkness Metal, and then 1 Summon Skull for your Red Archfiend Black Skull Dragon plays. Now, cards that aren't Red Eyes, triple Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. These can easily be Ash Blossom because they're a nice out if you go second. I personally like playing double Astrograph Sorcerer purely because it's another level 7 for your rank 7 plays, plus it helps search out whatever's destroyed, and it's whenever a card is destroyed. So if they MST your back row, if they destroy your front row, anything like that, you bring this guy out on them. It's a really, really nice hand trap. And then you get to search out anything that was destroyed that turn. So even if it wasn't, even if like your opponent, let's say Torrential tributes you, and they destroy the Red Eyes and you keep on going, and then they Regeki you and you drop a Astrograph on it, even if the Red Eye was destroyed by the TT, you can still search it in that same turn. And we finish it off with the 1 Maxi because it is the most powerful hand trap until the ban list gives it a slap. Not that it probably will, there's no guarantee on that, but it very well could do. Now onto the spells. Triple Red Eyes Fusion, again, still incredibly important in the deck. Obviously, it's your way to get into Red Eyes Slash Dragon, and as well as Black Comet Dragon, everything you need. Triple Allure of Darkness, everything in your deck is dark, even your Astrograph Sorcerer. The only things that aren't dark is obviously your Snow Rabbit and your Maxi. But everything there, you've got more than enough to get rid of if you need to, and the +2 draw is still incredibly important. Triple Red Eyes Insight, this is like your 6th Red Eyes Fusion. You can easily take this down to 2 if you wish and play a 3-2 ratio. But this kind of, obviously, you send one Red Eyes monster from your hand, so it kind of unclogs your hand, and then add a Red Eyes spell or trap card from your deck. So, you know, your Red Eyes Fusion is your main sole play, so that's what you want to be going for. Double Return of the Dragon Lords. Now, yes, you can play this at 3, but because you're reviving stuff with like the Gilfred and stuff like that, you don't need it as much. It's still very, very important. And if you play stuff like Twin Twister, I could easily say drop a Red Eyes Insight down to play a 3rd Return of the Dragon Lords because it is that strong. 1 Dragon's Mirror. I am tempted to play this up at more than 1, play it at possibly 2. It's more about the late game kind of state and the play you want to go with. I'll show you when we get to the extra day. I'll show you the targets we have for this. But you've got like 5-headed dragon, you've got like Thirster Dragons and stuff like that. The 1 Regeki and then the 1 Soul Charge, because obviously Soul Charge under Link is kind of king, is very, very important. Then onto the traps, we play double Red Eyes Fang with Chain. This card I think is really, really cool. I absolutely love it. You target one Red Eyes monster you control, equip this card to it. It can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase. You send this equipped card to the graveyard, target one effect monster on the field, equip that target to the monster this card was equipped to, and if you do, while a monster is equipped to it by this effect, his attack and defense become equal to the original attack and defense of the equipped monster. So, basically, if they think, oh, my opponent's playing Regeki and he's got monster effects, I'm going to make my Masterpiece immune by those but not worry about traps because he's only playing 3 traps, you just go Red Eyes Fang with Chain, take it, boost your Red Eyes or whatever you're equipping it to up to a 2950, and you just go from there. And then we play the one Return the Red Eyes because it's kind of like a continuous Call of the Haunted for the Red Eyes card and deck. Right, now on to the extra deck. As we can see, we play the one Red Eyes / Dragon. You can easily place it 2 if you wish. I think 1 is more than enough. When a Red Eyes monster declares an attack, you can target one warrior monster in your graveyard, equip it to this card as an equipped spell with this effect. The equipped monster gains 200 attack. When a card or effect is activated that targets a card you control, quick effect, you can send one equipped card you control to the graveyard, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you special summon as many monsters from your graveyard as possible that were equipped to this card. So it's very, very nice to kind of like constantly keep equipping, and it, you know, when you've added your Red Eyes Fusion, you're bringing back your Gear Freed anyway. Then we play double Meteor Black Comet Dragon because this is your burn card. Being able to burn your opponent for 2400 before they've even drawn their turn card is really, really important. And then when it's destroyed, you bring back a normal monster. So it's still very, very cool. And a 3500 beta is, you know, always good. One Archfiend Black Skull Dragon, again 3200 beta. The fact that he's like an Armadius as well, and your opponent can't activate card effects when it attacks is incredibly important. First of the Dragons, this is one of our targets with Dragon's Mirror. Obviously, you make it with 2 normal monsters, must be fusion summoned and cannot be special summoned by other ways. You can only control one First of the Dragons. This card cannot be destroyed by battle except by battle with a normal monster and is unaffected by other monster effects. Yes, obviously, there are ways of getting around it, but it's still a very, very nice card to sit on. 5-headed Dragon, you have more than enough dragons in your deck. Getting them to a graveyard isn't so hard in the sense when you're playing like Red Eyes Insight and stuff like that. And being able to go into a 5-headed Dragon off a Dragon's Mirror is awesome as hell. A 5k beta on the board is amazing. Now onto the XYZs, we play triple Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. Obviously, it's such a good card in itself, and the fact that you constantly revive the Red Eyes back from your graveyard as well to help you push for any more link plays or anything like that is very, very important. One Big Eye, I am tempted to put this up to 2 purely because if you steal your opponent's link monster, you're kind of opening up your spaces yourself, and you've kind of made them do all the hard work. But a Big Eye is still very, very cool. One number 28 Titanic Moth. This could easily be your second Big Eye. I quite like the fact that if your opponent like Max sees you, not that you really should under a Red Eyes, because they very rarely special summon huge amounts in one turn. Titanic Moth is always a nice one to kind of attack your opponent directly and then burn them for what they've got in their hand. Mech Phantom Beast Draco Sat, again one of the best rank 7s around, along with Gaia Dragon the Thunder Charger. We wrap this up with 2 link monsters, Decode Talker and of course Proxy Dragon. Now the idea is you want to go into Decode Talker first and then into Proxy Dragon. Soul Charge helps you out with this. I would also highly advise playing Gofu as well. Gofu could help. It's not only is it a Dead Allure target, but going first or even going second, it's kind of a bait out for your opponent, or the ability to go into a Decode Talker, go into a Proxy Dragon, however you want to play it and kind of extend your board. So that is it. Very straightforward, very, very fast. Kind of going through the Red Eyes deck as a whole, including its brand new support, which I think doesn't take it to a new level. It kind of gives it a new aspect, a new kind of area for it to go into, and hopefully it will do quite well. It won't be meta defining, but it still will give us a bit of a new spin to it. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and until next time, guys, as always,
happy dueling.
If you like that video, why not check out our other videos available? We've got more deck profiles, pack openings, and of course duels. And don't forget to click on the most important button of all, that subscribe button, right in the bottom left hand corner.